Hello, Beez Bladers! Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. I hope you're excited about this because I am. TSPROF has sent a bunch of very, very cool stuff. They've got their Black Friday sale going on and it's only for like 4 days. And I know that I have a year-round, a standing discount code to them. So I'm hoping that it's stackable. But I'm going to show you some really cool stuff that I didn't know that they had because I haven't been on their site in a while, admittedly. I love TSPROF. I'll put links down below to all the TSPROF systems that I've reviewed and that I've used. But look at this. They now have the Alpha SD. These are resin bonded diamond stones. I do not own, out of all my sharpening stuff, I do not own any resin bonded diamond stones. They have them from 100. Is that 100? Where did it say? They have it from, does it say it right there? Oh yeah, 100. They have 100, 150, 250, 240, 600, 1,500, 3,000, and 9,000. They have 7 different ones. And by the way, you can buy these in a set as all 7, or you can just pick the ones. If there's one that you normally use, if you only go up to 600, then that'd be an option. But man, I am really excited about the resin bonded stones. And these stones are going to work in most of your fixed angled systems. But if you have a TSPROF, this is going to be really cool. The resin bonded stones have the particles embedded in a resin matrix. It's rather than being put on top or being directly bonded to a metal surface. I know it's supposed to give you a lot smoother sharpening experience. Not to mention that your particles are going to be, a matter of fact, it tells you the range, the exact micron size. Your microns are going to be between 125 and 160. That's what this range is. If you've ever wondered what this means right here, that's an exact range of what your particle size is going to be. So I think that is very cool. See, when you get up here to 9,000, your particles are going to be between 2 and 3 microns. And fun fact, do you know that a micron or a micrometer is 1/1,000,000th of a meter? Just a little bit of fun fact. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on all of these. I am going to be reviewing these, and every Friday night, Beez Blades live at the Hive. All right. We'll be talking about all of this cool stuff, and look at this. I did not know they had knife mats. It's a knife sharpening mat, and this thing is giant. They have a couple different sizes, but this has got, man, I'm so going to use this. When I'm up on the kitchen table making a mess, my wife is going to be very glad. Well, she already is. She saw this. She's like, well, it's about time. You could put your different tools over here. You can put your Axicube, things like that when you're sharpening. And yeah, so even the KO3, even the big boys fit on this mat. They've got this mat, and I'm going to keep showing you a bunch of stuff. And speaking of Axicube, if you do not have an Axicube, I mean, in my opinion, I have several angle finders. The Axicube, for several reasons, for me personally, let me get this big old mat out of the way. For me, for several reasons, this is the bee's knees. You can use this with a bunch of the different systems. If you have the KO3, the Cadet, the Pioneer, or the Blitz, any of those, you can use the Axicube. It's not big. It's not big. And it's USB-C chargeable. It's easy to use, and it has the 4 different modes. You can use this just as an angle finder around the house for whatever, right? And it's going to stick to anything because it has the super duper earth magnets to find whatever angle you're at. So it has P1, 2, 3, and 4. So depending on what sharpening system you're using, you can put it on that. And it's not just an angle finder, it's an inclinometer. Inclinometer? I can never say that right. So it's not only going to tell you what angle you're at. When you go around the corner, it's going to adjust for that and keep you at the same angle. So you know what the angle is over here or when you come back up to the flat. That is something that a regular angle finder doesn't do. But when it charges in like 10 to 15 minutes. And then on top of that, you can use this for up to 24 hours of use before you have to recharge it. So these are fantastic. You can use this on any sharpening angle system where you have a flat spot, and you can put this on 3 different sides. You have the magnets. This is, in my opinion, the best angle finder. And one of the big things is that really makes me happy about it, that I really like, is the fact that it goes on 2 angles, on 2 axes. So when you like 2 axes, but that's the angle, that's the Axicube, this thing is very, very cool. And a lot of these things are going to be this is for the metal knife stand. If you have one of their sharpeners and you don't have the big base, get the big base, and then they have a couple different of these metal stickers that you can stick onto the base just to make it look a little more cool rather than just being the typical black base. You have this, and then this is something I'm telling you what, I'm like a kid in the candy store right now. They have the extendable L clamps. So now when you want your clamps to be in the center for a smaller blade, that's what you can use these for. That is very cool to me. Or you can extend the width of your metal clamps. So now you're going to be able to do a lot longer knives, or you're going to be able to do your small knives and have both of your clamps in the center. And then they have this. You can get a couple of these. They have micarta replacement balls for the sharpening rods. This is very nice, very, very nice. So if you have TS Prof and you're just wanting to clean it up or wanting to add, a lot of these additions I do not have and I've not been able to use. And this is going to be giant. This is huge. And I wrote in my notes that this bad boy will go to the KO3 Pro, the KO3, the KO3 Expert, the KO2 Pro, and the KO1 systems. So it's going to go to a lot of them. Now, I only have a few more things. The last one is it's the most useful to me. It's the thing that I cannot believe I've been waiting for and wanting something like that. They have things like this. They have notebooks, notepads. These are like $5-6. These are cool. Now, this is something that I don't have that I'm excited about. So if you want to make convex edges, look at this. I mean, would you look at it? It's a convex edge maker. It enables you to put a very smooth convex edge. I've watched some of the videos on TS Prof and I am like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait to try this. And I figured something like this would be really expensive. It is not. This is the TS Prof Ultra Convex attachment. You can use this to set any convex offset angle. So this is really exciting. This is one of the things that's on sale. Now hold on, hold your horses. Now TS Prof, they are my personal very most favorite as far as top of the line premium knife sharpeners. My only gripe, and this is a laziness gripe, this only has to do with the fact that I'm lazy. But this is tied for my favorite thing out of all of this stuff is the resin bonded stones. And look at this. You don't need an Allen wrench anymore to tighten down your clips. These are the TS Prof quick clips, quick clamps. Oh my gosh. Why did I not know that these existed? Why did I not get these? You can clamp them down. And if you watch here, when you clamp it, let me show you. Look at that. Oh my gosh, isn't that the coolest freaking thing ever? You know, it's not a big deal, but when I come downstairs and I have a limited amount of time to sharpen, I don't like the fact that I have to tighten things down. It's so dumb. I know it's childish. But this, oh my gosh, this, yeah, I mean, we're all about convenience, right? Look at that. That is so. And you can have it adjusted. These go out really wide. You could put some big knives in this. These go up to 7 millimeters and then down to 11. You can go down to 11.5 degrees for your sharpening. So you can go and put some super sharp edges on some chef knives and things like that. And this is going to fit on the, oh my goodness. This goes on the KO3, the Cadet, and the Pioneer. So you have options. If you don't like having to have an Allen wrench, or you're like me and you forget where the Allen wrench is because you never put it back in the same spot, then these quick clamps are freaking amazing. So there you go. This right here, this and this, these are my two exciting things. I already have it Execute 1, so I'm very excited. And you know what? I will probably end up giving this away on one of the live streams. Don't forget, every Friday night, Beez Blades live at the Hive. Oh, right. 8:15 to 12:15 midnight, just after midnight. But these resin bonded stones, this is super exciting. And these clamps, I'm going to get another set. I'm going to put this on a couple of my TS Prof systems. This is a game changer for me. But let me know what you think about all this cool stuff. Do you have a TS Prof? If not, I'll have links down there in the description to the ones that I've reviewed. You can go check them out. And don't forget, I always have a discount to TS Prof. I love knife sharpening. It is my favorite pastime. It's the favorite thing I get to do. When I take a break, I sharpen knives because it's very enjoyable. It's like a zen thing for me. And it's kind of like when you mow the yard and you get done and you sit back and you can see what you've done, right? So let me know what you think about this stuff and leave a comment down below. If I was going to give some of this stuff away, what would be the most exciting thing to you? Is there anything here that catches your eye? Now go watch this video. You'll really enjoy that. And until I see you again in the lives or the chats or the Hive stream, remember, live life in the present, keep a Band-Aid handy, and don't cut yourself.